Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at completing the weekly challenges that we got. That starts on Tuesday, January the 7th. It goes to next Tuesday, January the 14th, 2025. Let's take a look at this week's weekly challenges and see what we get. Okay, we got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that will help you guys out. I give you different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas over there if you're a brand spanking new player to the game. If you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that will help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. And of course, you guys are awesome. The great comments and tips, which I greatly appreciated. If you're wondering why I have a little bit more score going on than you, as you can see in the top right hand corner, I do have a 50% boost going on right now. Of course, I get the 25% right off the current Season 19 Season Pass on 3 pages, a 5%, 10%, and another 10%. You can claim that by being a Fallout First member, or you pay the 1,500 atoms for the Season Pass. Now, if you watch the daily challenge video, which I made just before this one, I used a score booster drink. Of course, we can only use one score booster drink per day, up to 24 hours, and it gives us another 25% for a total of 50%. So that's just why. And that's what I usually recommend if you plan on doing daily, weekly challenge challenges yourself, videos yourself. Basically, you can capitalize on the score by using the score booster drink. Even if you don't have that extra boost by being a Fallout First member or paying the 1,500 atoms for the Season Pass, you can still capitalize that by using a score booster drink. All right. Looks like it's a fairly good one here this week. Let's take a look at this one here. First, collect purified water. And of course, after we collect it, we'll be able to drink our purified water. So collect purified water 25. So again, we talk about water collectors here in the game many a times. I made a video on it there just a couple weeks ago. All right. So we have these vintage water coolers. The vintage water coolers are the ones that we got from opening up the festive gifts. Now, we just had 2 weeks worth of the festive scores. Of course, they had deactivated them, but we were able to craft our own festive gifts, and a lot of people were very successful in getting this vintage water cooler. They're really cool to have. They collect 2 purified water passively while you play the game. These little guys, you can actually stack them on top of each other, and it's really cool. As you can see, they don't take up a whole lot of room, and they're very pleasant to look at. Okay, the video I made a couple weeks ago was actually the Enclave water collector. Okay, so it's not on the same slot as the vintage water coolers under your water section in your build menu. Okay, and you can check out that video if you so wish. But again, this one will also collect 2 purified water while you play the game. Now, that's all it'll collect. Again, you'll have to take from it. Okay, as you can see there, and then it'll start collecting, and then once it reaches its maximum, which is 2, it'll stop collecting. Okay, these ones are a little bit taller. You can't stack them on top of each other like the other guys can, but again, these are very pleasant. And again, we get these guys right off the current season 19 Season Pass, so you can check out that video. I did a little bit of a comparison between the two. Okay, and I know myself and a lot of people do the same thing. Is if you have these water coolers access to you, usually in around their vendors, a lot of people kind of keep them unlocked, and that way their people can kind of go to people's camps and do it that way. Some people even sell them in their vendor for a cap each, but I usually like to keep a couple around the vendors just so anyone popping by can just kind of grab them. Okay, because to find purified water in the game is totally random. I tried making a video on it there quite some time ago, as most of you know, as I always mention, but I had to abandon the video because it was just too random. It wasn't, solid concrete places. Okay, so just an FYI there. And every camp I have all kinds of these water coolers here, and you can just kind of make your way to those areas there. Okay, all right, so we'll wait for them to kind of gather some more, and we'll come back and finish this one off because we had collected all the look at that. That was pretty quick, actually. There we go. Nice. Nice. And it sounds like we're being attacked here. Oh, I think Buddy got him. Dal got him there. See you later. Nice job, buds. There we go. Collect purified water. Now, if you're unsuccessful in getting the vintage water cooler, okay, and you don't have the tickets or no interest in playing the season pass, okay, you can have the water purifier. So let's go and check that out in the build menu here. Get into the water section. So these bad boys here, the ones I mean now, these are the ones that I've had for the longest time, and you can actually get these very early on in game when you follow the overseer, okay? And I discovered that myself, or reminded myself when I started my low-level character this past summer, and I found very early on in game, just simply following the overseer at like very early level, you got these plans. Now, this one here will collect 2. I believe this one here is 3, and this one here is 5, okay? Passively, but you can see they do require a lot of material to build and do require quite a bit of power, but this is all you have, it's all you have. And to be honest with you, this is all I had for the longest time until about 2 years ago, and I got my hands on that vintage water cooler over there, okay? So just an FYI there. Alright, let's take a look at the next one here. Drink Purified Water 15. So again, you just saw me kind of collecting the purified water from our vintage water cooler, our enclave water collector. Again, both of them are on different slots, so you can have them both in your camp at the same time, as you can see. And you can always utilize the water purifiers by following the overseer mission, just in case if you were unsuccessful in getting the vintage water cooler. But I do recommend, if you ever do see these on sale, like the plan in someone's vendor, highly recommend it. Just highly recommend. It saves you a lot of time. All right, or if you have the tickets to buy the enclave water collector, definitely worth it in my mind anyway. Let's go ahead. We're going to go to our food and drink section, and we're going to drink our purified water here. We're just going to drink it all at the same time here. There we go. Drink purified water 15 for 15. Done. Nice. All right, let's see what's next here. Craft a throwable weapon 20. Okay, so this one here, I usually recommend throwing knives. Okay, if we go to our weapons workbench here, and we go craft, go down here to throwing weapons. So these are different types of throwing weapons. This throwing knife here costs you 4 steel. This is a default plane you will learn right out of the vault, okay, at your very low level, as long as you can get the steel for it, okay? And again, highly recommend it. So let's go ahead. We're going to craft a couple of these bad boys here. And I will wait for that to kind of catch up. They're still drinking of the purified water there. And then you're really going to see the crafting a throwing weapon pop up there. There we go. Craft a throwing weapon, 10 for 20, okay? Nice. Now, if you're looking to craft a grenade or mine, that's actually done at the Tinker's workbench, okay? But you don't have to do that. You can just craft all of the throwing knives if you so wish, okay? Definitely nothing wrong with that. I'm just letting you know that you can, if you want to craft a grenade or a mine, it's at the Tinker's workbench instead. All right, so we'll go to the grenades, and as you can see, grenades are a little bit more complicated. They do require a perk card or 2. All right, let's craft a couple of nuka grenades here. There we go. And this, I'm not going to craft any mines, but same thing with the grenades, okay? They do require some perk cards, even another perk card, all right? So just an FYI. We're just going to go back and finish it off with the throwing knives here. And again, you can sell these throwing knives to an NPC vendor. You can, whatever you want to do, you can drop them, you can scrap them. There we go. Craft a throwable weapon, 20 for 20, done. Now, if you are crafting, you can also use the Super Duper Perk card if you so wish. And of course, the Super Duper Perk card is under luck. And you don't have to have a level 3. If all you have a level 1 or level 2, it's only going to help you, right? But sometimes it'll work and sometimes it doesn't. It's totally random. But with this level 3, craft anything, there's a 30% chance you'll get double results. Right? So you can always apply that. I just didn't bother. Okay, what's next here? Scrap iron to produce wood 30. Okay, so the best way to do this one here is using the bulk and scrap method. The vast majority of us will have wood on us anyway, most of the time. But just in case you're low or you don't have any wood, like you're brand new, we can find a lot of wood from downed trees in around the wasteland. And of course, one of the best spots is of course in around the forest areas. Lots and lots of downed trees. The forest area is quite large. If you come here to the wayward, you make your way down this side of the stream, cross the stream, make your way back up to the wayward. There's all kinds of downed trees just within this little radius here. Okay, so just an FYI, really good spot. Right over here in Helvetia, we're here just the other day for our daily challenge video. Just out back of the yellow house on the corner of the main street, there's a nice little stockpile of wood there, and of course it being part of the forest, you can make your way over to the white church. Okay, again, all kinds of down trees. One of the best way to get wood, of course, if you're looking to modify or camp or build a camp, is up here at Prickett's Fort. There is like so much wood up here, it's not even funny. Just sitting there, nice neutral area for many people. It's a really good spot for wood, just sitting there for the picking, okay? And when you are harvesting wood, there is a perk card that will help you out again under luck. We saw it there maybe just a few minutes ago. It's called Woodchucker. Collect twice as much when harvesting wood. So when you harvest wood or gather wood is 2, 4, 6, or 8. And with this perk card, it's just going to double those results, all right? So when you're looking for wood, especially if you're looking to kind of modify your camp or build a camp, we need lots of wood. And Woodchucker perk card will definitely help you out, okay? So that's some great ways you can get your hands on some wood. So let's use our bulk and scrap method here. Let's go craft at our Tinker's Workbench. We're going to go bulk. We're going to go wood all the way down here. So to bulk 1 wood, we need 2 plastic and 30 wood scraps. Let's go ahead and bulk 1. And we're going to back out. And then we are going to scrap the bulk wood just crafted. Done. Scrap trying to produce wood 30 for 30. Easy score. Easy. Okay. What's next here, Jimmy? Scrap trying to produce cloth 30. So again, cloth is another junk item that we can use the bulk and scrap method. Go to our Tinker's Workbench here. We're going to go craft. We're going to go to bulk. The C section right here. So to bulk 1 cloth, you need 2 plastic and 30 raw cloth. You go ahead and craft it, and then you scrap it. And again, that is hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete these daily, weekly challenges, the bulk and scrap method, if you can do it. Again, it's more so for the folks that are kind of short on time, or people that just want to get this stuff done as fast as possible. Now, a good way to get cloth is by the collecting the Mr. Fuzzy plushies that we find in around the wasteland, and a good source for those guys. We did it during our daily challenge video just before this one. And if I can go to hit the right button here, right down here in Camden Park is where we went, and a bunch of Mr. Fuzzy plushies down there. Again, when you scrap them, we get leather and cloth, right? And each one will give you 2 cloth and 2 leather, so it's a great spot for that. Burnt books is another great way to, when you scrap them, you can get cloth that way. And of course, the best way to find burnt books is the house on the right-hand side here in Somerville, right when you spawn in. Of course, back in the day, it used to be full of Mirelurks, but now there's maybe about 4 or 5 weekend ghouls in around that area. All kinds of burnt books. The only thing you got to keep in mind is if you're on a public server, you can come to this house and there'll be no burnt books in it. And that's because people are using this location to reset their game by picking up 250, 255 items. And again, I have been told by people they've server hopped about 5 or 6 times in a row there'll be no burnt books there. And that's quite unfortunate, but just kind of keep that in mind. The burnt books still spawn there, but just people are just utilizing that to reset their game. All right? We can still find the odd burnt book right up here at the Overseer's home. Now, not the main home, but when you spawn in, if you take a look a little bit to the west, there'll be a bluish house just around the corner, and that is the Overseer's childhood home, and there'll be some burnt books upstairs, all right? Just like here in Helvetia, there is a bluish white house on the corner just across the street from the yellow house on the main street. If you head upstairs, there's usually some burnt books in those bookshelves as well. Pre-war money. When you scrap pre-war money, is another great way to get cloth. Again, cash registers, when you open up safes, any level at all from level 0 to level 3, anywhere's on the map, you'll always get pre-war money. We can come down here to the bellhop and redeem our Pleasant Valley claim tickets. right here, Pleasant Valley Ski Resort, and he always gives us pre-war money there as well. There'll be an event here called Back on the Beats in Morgantown. At the very last door that the robot opens up, it's the bank, and you'll be able to open up those safes there. Again, all kinds of pre-war money. The best way to get pre-war money, of course, is from completing Collision Course, and that happens right here. You come here to the Morgantown Airport. Collision Course is an event that you can spawn in yourself, and at the end of that event, there'll be a government aid drop, and that government aid drop will have pre-war money at like 100, 99, 100, or 101 pre-war money. Now, you don't have to complete that event, and I repeat that again, you don't have to complete it. If you're on a public server, okay, you can come to this location, and good chances are somebody already completed that event, and you don't even have to do the event. You can just walk up, you see a government aid drop there, you can clean it out and get the pre-war money. The most I've ever seen there on the server was 3 of them, and I had nothing to do with those events, all right? So again, that's probably one of the best ways to get pre-war money, okay? What we're going to go do here today, we're just going to go after the burnt books, which is nice and easy. We're going to go here in Somersville. So those are all kinds of great options, and I have videos showing you burnt books at the location that we're at here, and I actually have a another video for pre-war money. It is all time-stamped, and you can check out that video if you so wish. We were quite successful looking after that pre-war money, and I give you many options. Let's take care of a couple of ghouls here. We're going to grab our burnt books. Alright, let's grab our burnt books here. Just going to grab a bunch of them. As you can see, there's just tons of them here. And this is what I mean by a lot of people resetting their game by coming here, and the upstairs, the 2 bedrooms are just full of burnt books. Alright, so that's more than enough. Alright, so we can go to a workbench. Any workbench will do to scrap this stuff. We'll just head back to our camp. If we get there at some point, mind you. Again, any workbench will do when you're looking to scrap another player's camp, a train station, what have you. You don't have to go back to your camp. All right, let's scrap this stuff here. All these burnt books here, there we go. Scrap done to produce cloth, 30 for 30, done, just like that. Nice and easy. But again, bulking and scrap method is where it's at if you're short on time. What's next? Let's take a look here. Eat a vegetable 25. So if you have vegetables in your camp, corn, razor grain, tato plants, that's what I usually recommend, corn and razor grain anyway, because corn and razor grain, you know, opens up a wide variety of different challenges that you can do. Harvest a crop, you know, harvest a plant, eat a vegetable. A corn and razor grain also satisfies the daily challenge where we have to craft alcoholic beverages such as beer, consume alcoholic beverages. So corn and razor grain are 2 types of crops that I highly recommend in your camp. Okay, and that's usually the best way to do it. The only thing about crops is they do take up quite a bit of camp budget, so you do got to be careful unless you have a camp just dedicated to crops. Okay, but it does take up quite a bit of camp budget. So let's go after some vegetables here. We have some right here in Hole Homestead. We have Cobbleton Farm, corn at Silva Homestead, razor grain at Billings Homestead. Right around the corner from Big Al's Tattoo Parlor under the overpass, we have that red barn there with a couple of crops there. Right behind the General Steakhouse, a nice little spot back there. Usually along this roadway, there's a bunch of unmarked camps as well as a random encounter that happens down here, so you can always try it down there as well. Alright, so let's go ahead. We're going to go to a good old reliable Silva Homestead here and go after some corn, and we're going to eat it. Now, it doesn't matter if you're a carnivore mutation, you don't have to waste a reroll. You can go ahead and complete the challenge. It's going to count. And very similar, if you're a herbivore and you ever get a eat a meat-based meal, weekly, daily challenge, it's going to count, okay? It's just a challenge. Now, when you are harvesting crops or plants, there is a perk card that will help you out under perception. It's called Green Thumb. We twice as much when harvesting flora, so instead of 1, you pick up 2. Now, you don't have to have it equipped like me. You can have it down here in your back pocket. I have it equipped because it just saves me a lot of time, but it's definitely not a card that you throw out. It doesn't matter what mutation you are. Just a huge time saver. All right, let's go ahead, and as you can see in the top left-hand corner, it's showing that I'm picking up 2. I'm just kind of going along here and just kind of spamming this stuff here. We need quite a few crops, and again, if you have these crops in your camp, that is definitely a good way to do it as well. You just got to be careful with your camp budget, that's all, because it does take up quite a bit of camp budget. Surprisingly enough. Alright, so how much corn do we got on us here? 39 corn. How many do we have to eat? Oh, how many do we have to eat, Jimmy? 25 vegetables. Nice. Alright, so we're all good to go there. Let's just show you under stats and effects I am a carnivore. Right there, as you can see, carnivore mutation. Let's go ahead, we're going to eat this corn up. There we go. Eat a vegetable, 25 for 25, done. Super easy, easy score. You don't have to waste a reroll on it if you're a carnivore mutation. What's next? All right. Let's go after this one here. Complete an event 3. If you take a look at the description, there's a link to a video called Complete Events for Newbies. You don't have to be a newbie to watch that video. It is all time-stamped. Lots of the events that we do in that video, I spawn in myself. You can spawn in your own event on both type of servers, the public ones and private ones. Of course, it's easier to do on private ones. It's a little harder to do on public ones because especially if that server is a little older. If someone had spawned an event on that server and you try to spawn it in, there's usually a 30-minute cooldown associated with that. So just kind of keep that in mind. If you're trying to spawn in events on public servers, it could have spawned recently. Alright, it's just an FYI there. But you can spawn them in. Let's take a look at the map here and see what we have available to us. We have leader of the pack right now. Let's go down here. Enclave 1. Monster Mash. That's a nice one there, but it'll take quite a while to do that bad boy. It's this one here. Pharaoh Ghoul in the Skyline Valley region. Those are pretty good to do. At the end of the day, if you're having trouble trying to find events that you want to do, you can claim a workshop. And usually about 30 minutes later after claiming, you have to defend that workshop. And that also counts as an event. And even if that workshop doesn't belong to you, let's say you're on a public server, another event pops up to defend a workshop, it doesn't even belong to you. If you help to defend that workshop, it'll count as an event. Right? It's just an FYI. Alright, let's go over here to Grafton. And we're going to try to spawn an event ourselves here. Grafton Day or Protest March. I'm hoping it's Grafton Day. This will be pretty quick.
This is Grafton's mayor. Of course, you know.
Alright, let's go ahead here. Let's lock and load, Jimmy boy.
Seems another body has been discovered at Brickett's Fort. Can't let the poor fellow just sit in a box. Go get those remains and bury them at the battlefield cemetery.
Protest March, okay, should have known. That's fine, should be good enough here.
With a priority message. Workers are planning an illegal protest here in Grafton. Ladies and gentlemen, sir, I hereby deputize any and all armed citizens to quell this impending riot. Grafton Steel is a major contributor to my campaign, and therefore could not possibly be guilty of everything they're saying.
Now, even though it says 30 minutes there in the top right-hand corner, it's not going to be 30 minutes to complete this, okay? It's going to be more like 5 minutes. Now, the super mutants that are around and maybe the odd floater, they just happen to be in the area of Grafton. But it's really, we're just looking for these scorched. Just an FYI. Now, the second wave will usually have a couple of robots. Just going to keep that in mind. Let's get a couple of these bad boys on us. We made them. Oh, how you doing? Didn't see you there. He stuck up on me. He snuck up on me, little bugger. Oh, what's going on here? One guy over there with the sign. Let's grab him. Let's take a rat away here real quick. There we go. Completing the event. 1 for 3 done. Just like that. Nice easy one here. Crafting day is also pretty easy. Let's grab all this junk here. There we go. Whoa. What's next? Let's go to another spot here. We can bring in an event. Pop over here to Voltec Agricultural Research Center, see if we can spawn in fertile soil. Now, this is probably one of the very first events you end up doing as a brand new player to the game. It's fairly easy. Now, you can go after all the robots here if you so wish. Now, robots are really good for a lot of things like lead, aluminum, steel. But we're just going to come here to do the event, right? But if you ever do fertile soil, I highly recommend going after all the robots. There we go, fertile soil, nice. Clear my throat there for a second.
Once they're dealt with, you'll have to reboot the server. Again.
Fucking low, Jimmy. Now, you don't need a jetpack to get up here. You can just kind of walk up those stairs right there. If you're here just for the event like me, you can just make your way to the roof. This is what I recommend, instead of having to go through that little fun house there full of robots.
Automated message. The Forest Watch detects all supervisors.
And let's head downstairs. Let's lock and load.
Responder team, proceed to the Ag Center and get to the main.
There's going to be some ghouls down here.
Set the front-hand targeting parameters. That should keep people safe in the area. Be careful.
Scanning for fertilizer. Alert. Possible source of compost was detected.
Alright, done. Just like that. Nice. Another easy one. I can get a legendary item for that. Interesting. Alright, let's go to another spot where we can... Let's go down here to good old Mount Blair Train Yard, see if we can spawn in BattleBot down here. Again, you can take a look at your map and see what you have available to you. It's going to be different, of course, for everyone. Depends what spawns in for you. I find there's a lot more events that'll spawn in on public servers as compared to private ones. So you can always go to a public server, and again, there'll be some people around helping you. You can do different events or try them out anyway. Here's BattleBot here. Now this one here is really easy as well. This guy here, with the old fusion core here. Right? So you kill him, you kill this guy here. Make sure you take the bunker card. Take the stuff off of the sentry bot here. Alright, they killed the bot on us, but that's fine. Oh. Right, so once when you kill or someone else kills this other guy, make sure you take the bunker card off them. Okay? Because you're going to need those. Now, if you ever do this, this is glitched, okay? The doors usually stay open, but you still have to kind of go through the key card readers that won't let you hit the master switch until you do, okay? So these doors are supposed to be closed. Now, what I usually recommend to people is you walk, don't run, okay? There's only like 3 or 4 seconds timer that you have to do before when you activate this one and this one. Now, when you activate them, you don't have to watch it, all right? So all you do, you just activate, you just keep going. You go to the other side, and then you kind of spam it when you get over here, done. As you can see, there's only a couple seconds, and once when you do it a couple times, it should be pretty easy. Then you can hit the master shutdown here. But you don't have to watch the card go through the little card reader. Just hit it, run, go to the other spot. Just walk, don't run. All right? FYI. Done just like that. As you can see, lots of gas canisters and fuel tanks up here to satisfy the daily challenge that we had. All right, what's next here, Jimmy? Kill human enemies 30. Okay, so human enemies, we're thinking of communists, which are right down here at Camp Liberty. We are thinking of blood eagles, which is this type of icon right here. And of course, cultists, okay, which is this type of icon here. Now, forest area, we do have the Crosshair, Clancy Manor, Twin Pine Cabins, Hunter's Ridge again. Right over here at Point Pleasant, you could probably get 30 of them here. That's a pretty good spot. We do have Blood Eagle Alley, I like to call it, starts down here at Sludge Works, Roland's Labor Camp, Widow's Perch, Killbox, Pigsty. Up this side of the mountain across that highway, Cliff Watch, South Cutthroat Camp, Seneca Game Camp, Dagger's Den, back down here, the Moth Home, Crimson Prospect, Lucky Hole Mine, all kinds of options there, okay? I don't think we can get 30 communists down here. It'll be close. It'll be close. Now, we did discover a couple months ago, I would say maybe 2, that some of these Blood Eagles and cultists look like ghouls, okay? But they still have the Blood Eagle or cultist name, like the typical names that they have on them. So they do count, okay? So just an FYI, if you do see that for yourself, they are counting for those type of enemies. We proved that out about 2 months ago or so. Let's go to Point Pleasant and we'll take care of some cultists here and see if we can get all 30 here in this location. It's going to be close, but I'm pretty sure, pretty confident that we can get all 30 here. Let's lock and load. Jeez. And again, if you have a couple grenades, you have a couple mines, what have you, by all means. Cultists are a good source of stim packs. I guess any human enemy is good for our stim packs. Alright, let's keep going here. I may have to take a carry weight booster. I think I'm getting pretty full. Oh, how you doing? Alright, let's go here. All kinds of great chems here at Point Pleasant as well. Point Pleasant is generally one of those, almost those one-stop shop areas. Alright, let's go here. Might be able to throw a couple grenades over there at those guys. Usually, oh yeah, it's right there. Good. Usually there's 1 or 2 up here. Oh, how you doing? He just vaporized that guy. Chew on that for a second. Oh, he threw a Molotov at me at the same time. Beautiful. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. Oh, man, that's awesome. I can't believe the junk we get off of these guys now. Who's shooting at me? Oh. That's a good shot. I don't know where this guy here is. He's close by, but not exactly sure where he's at. Wow, someone's got an automatic weapon there. Oh, he's right there. goes. Going over there. Usually there's a couple over there. There.
At last, I
Oh, we are overweight. Where are we at here? Yep. All right. How did he get in there? Look, he's like way in there. Look at the junk we're getting. Holy mackerel. Let's take a step back here real quick. Guys outside. Oh, they're inside the church. Go over this way here. Usually there's one or two over here. Not today, apparently. Let's scrap some of the stuff here. Don't really need all this junk. Alright, no. Scrap that fixer, that's not good. Alright, so I think that's pretty much all of them. There used to be a lot more here back in the day, but still not too bad. 20 or 30. 20 or 30. Let's go after some communists here. Go to Camp Liberty here. Now, of course, the trading post is a free fast travel once when you discover it. So you can always utilize that to save a little bit of caps if you do decide to come down here. So Rover in here. There's Rover. Oh, how you doing? Oh, fist of cuffs there, eh? Where are these guys? Ouch. 5:30 just like that. A well-placed grenade, that's what that does. Some tap dogs there. Kill a human enemy, 30 for 30, done. Just like that. There we go. Nice. Nice little spot here. Sweet. All right. What do these guys have on them? Let's walk right through here. You can see, good source of many great things, these human enemies here. Alright, let's see what's next. Alright, so we are going to need some more ammo, I think, I feel. So let's get some ammo. Now let's go to the trading post here real quick, and should be an ammo box here we can use. Again, a free fast travel once when you discover it. This place freaks me out. Ammo box right here, Jim. Grab some more 45 here. There we go. Nice. Good to go now. Good to go. Okay, what is next here, Jimmy? Cripple Mirelurk Slim 30. Okay, many great spots we can find Mirelurks in around the wasteland. Toxic Dried Lake Bed, there's 6. New River Gorge Resort, there's 3 over by the pool area. Now there's 2 down in a basement someone had mentioned a few weeks ago, so we may take a look at that. Summersville. So Summersville used to be a hot spot for Mirelurks back in the day. In the house we had the burnt books, but no longer. But if we come down here to the river, there's 2 of them right here. And there'll be one a little bit further down by himself with a ghoul, okay? Now these 3 are submerged, so you'll have to walk up to them for them to pop out, but everyone usually forgets about these 3. Lake Reynolds is a pretty good spot. Of course, looking for a little bit more of a challenge, we have the Vault 94. We have the Quarry X3. Hemlock Springs Dump. Slumber Mill Motel. Pretty good spots there at the hotel itself. Okay. If you do Dogwood Die Off right here, there's usually some Mirelurks that kind of pop up in around these farming areas. So just an FYI. Sometimes there's a blue devil there too, so just gotta watch out for that. And of course, the last spot here is the Ohio River Adventures. When you do harvest an egg, a Mirelurk egg, there's a chance that you'll actually harvest it. There's another chance that it'll actually explode. When it explodes, there'll be like a baby hatchling that pops out, like a baby Mirelurk, and they are also count as Mirelurk, so even the baby ones do, okay? Just an FYI. So let's pop up here to Toxic Dried Lake Bed, and we'll go after these Mirelurks here. Now, I have trouble myself crippling the Mirelurks unless it's the head. So today we're just going to go for headshots here today. But you can free aim if you so wish, okay, for crippling. Or if you use VATS as a perk card that will help you out under perception. It is called Concentrated Fire. Allows you to move your VATS around from head, torso, arms, and legs. Okay, so FY if you choose to do VATS, right? But you can also do the headshots if you so wish, if you're a good free aimer. Most ballistic weapons, the crossbow, the bow and arrow, plasma caster, plasma rifle, shotgun with the enforcer perk card under agility, the drill if you're like a tanky build or you get power armor on. So there's a couple of examples, but you guys have seen me cripple many things with many different weapons, and we know that not all weapons are created equal when you're looking to cripple. Okay, let's go for the head here. Alright, so there's the 3. Basically, in this case, we're going after 30 Mirelurks. I wish we can get better luck, you know, with other parts of these guys, but I never have any luck other than the head trying to cripple. There's usually one more over here. Sometimes he's fighting with a rat scorpion or a snallygaster. Looks like he's dead already, so there was something here that snallygaster here today. Sometimes the rat scorpion, they are kind of fighting, so that's fine. He took one away from us. New River Gorge Resort. Let's pop down here. Alright, so we're going to go right around on the highway here. We're going to head right to the back towards the swimming pool area. And there'll be 3 of them over here. Right over here. As well as some ghouls. Alright. There's our boys there. Let's go for the head. There's usually one more. Where's he at now? Oh, he's over there. There we go. Alright, let's try... I forget what building they had mentioned. It was like in a basement area, they had said. It says you can hear the little pitter-patter of their feet. Trying to get on the roofs here. I wonder if it's the main building. I just wanted to kind of try, I'm just kind of curious. Oh, hi. Oh, right in there. Right in there. How you doing? Must have been down here is what he was saying. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I thought there was more than that, but don't really hear any more else around. Right, so that's cool. So we can actually get a couple more here, so that's pretty decent. Thank you for mentioning that. Ohio River Adventures. Let's pop over here. I love it when people put in the comments that help me, you know, because I don't know everything. I know a lot, but not everything. And to help the community. I love when people do that, and I highly recommend it because it only helps, you know, the community, right? Alright, so we crippled him. Nice. There's usually a couple more in around here. Alright, let's head down here. And there'll be a couple full-grown ones down here. Now, I do have an explosive weapon, so we gotta be careful with the eggs, because they will shatter. Alright. So with the eggs, if you have an explosive weapon, I recommend you just kind of open them all. So as you see how it counted, even with these little guys, okay? And again, just open them all. Some you'll obviously gather, but other ones, not as much. I don't know where he went. He disappeared. Sometimes they'll go in the water. Not today, apparently. Alright. That's fine. Going to be difficult today, I guess. Alright, see how that counts, those little guys? Pretty cool, eh? Nice. Let's head over here real quick. There's some more eggs over here. Huh. Right on, buddy. Oh, right over here. Good. Alright, let's talk to this guy here and see if it'll spawn in that little quest that he gives us. Find him. Where's your leader at there, bud? Over here.
Call me Bones. Thanks again for helping us out with the situation.
All
Well,
right,
we
never
definitely
mind.
appreciate it. Got enough to do.
Yeah, whatever, bud. All right. Sometimes you can start a little quest to help them, and there'll be a bunch of Mirelurks that pop up, but I haven't had much luck there lately. Lake Reynolds, let's pop over here. And there'll be 4 of them over here. Sometimes there's a Mirelurk hunter over here as well. He's cleaning himself there. See what this hunter's got on him here. Nice. All right. These 4 guys are always here. All right, so we only need a couple more. Let's go to the Quarry X3. Yeah, we should do it here. Now, there's also a Mirelurk queen here as well, and a king. So we'll kind of be careful here.
Overview. Congratulations!
Oh my gosh.
Randomly selected in a fabulous prize from the Great Appalachian Sweepstakes.
Yeah, let's keep going here. Oh, jeez. It's lock and load. We're gonna have the Mirelurk king here. We'll get her sneak on. We'll hit this guy as hard as we can in the face. Zero chances. Nice. Now, there's usually a Razor Claw in here. Usually we're level 100. So he can be a little difficult at times. Nice. Oh, he's over there. He made his way over there. We're going to be 1 short, aren't we? All right. So we're 29 to 30, so let's go somewhere else here. We'll pop over to the Slumber Mill Motel. It's been a little while, but we'll head down here. And there's usually a Mirelurk king down here inside the hotel. Likes to kind of jump scare you. But I believe there's a couple of Mirelurks out back in the swimming pool area. So let's check it out here. Let's check it out. There, nice. Oh, it's a king. He's a deep king, too. I think he's dead. What do you guys think? Yeah, you gotta be careful of that guy. Alright, I think we're done. Oh, there we are. Just like that guy. It's pretty sweet. Let's head back to our camp here before something else comes after us. That's good. Okay, weapon of the day here. Oh, weapons workbench, modify/repair. It is this fixer. It is the Stalker's Explosive Lucky build. If not in combat, plus 100% VATS accuracy at plus 50% action point cost. Projectiles explode for plus 20% weapon damage, plus 15 bonus VATS critical charge, plus 40% armor penetration, plus 100% sneaking speed, plus 15% stealth in shadows. Powerful automatic receiver, stabilized short barrel, true stock, perforated magazine, reflex sight dot, suppressor, this awesome looking rustic paint. 83 damage and 45 ammo. Of course, it is fully automatic, so it likes the, I should say, loves the 45. Take a look at the perk cards here. Under perception is Master Commando, Commando, Expert Commando, all maxed out. We have Tank Killer, Concentrated Fire, Suppressor, Tenderizer, Covert Operative, Evasive, White Knight, Adrenaline, and these random luck cards here. Of course, you guys see those pop up on the left-hand side when they're being activated. Of course, that's pure luck. Legendary perk cards, these don't change for me. They all stay the same. And they're all maxed out. Just like that. Another set of weeklies done. Love it. Alright, there you guys go. Okay, that's random. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you get the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Robco, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Mr.Prince, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Drew, Andrew, Demon, Confoundedbridge, Ghost, Primus, Corne van Niekerk, Ben Durant, John, DJ59. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.